put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story f***ed if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? 29. Back, hey,
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
93. 93. Hey, wahoo.
52, right 52.
Express.
It's out time. 52's the mark.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught on the right side, Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Charles Thursday. Night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Monday, down. White 80.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey.
White. Hey, 734.
Hey, exit.
51 to Mike. 51.
Express.
I got him.
Raider 1. That's it.
Now on second and 13. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 66.
Brady gives to Michel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You better bring it. You let me know right now. You should be
And some space here. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Carr. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
49. Move it down. 49. Express.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Monday, down. 180.
Here we go. Shit.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Good track. Watch left. Tight end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrod Taylor. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Throwing now is Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch the out.
Express.
Hey,
Zoom.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
You got nothing to that.
29. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
694.
Hey, Delta.
51, Mike 51.
Come on.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
What?
Operating from the gun, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take this.
And the Raiders have got him. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up third and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're running it. It's Michel. Finding room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On first down, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Push him back. Push him back. 6 guys. Get back. Echo. Check 24. Watch 24. Check. Lucky.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
93. 93.
Watch the screen.
Go.
Watch the screen.
Now this time Carl throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Team 6. Team 6. You don't want none. Mike. Express. 51. Exit. Hey, 734.
Throwing his car on third down. Fighting to stay upright. Trying to improvise. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Charles Harris with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, set. 380. 2 times. Everyone's got 4 down. Alpha.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Monday, down. 180.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
From just shy of midfield, Carr under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Five. Express.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play there for the Raiders. 43 yards.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
51.
On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check hot route. Hot. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Anthony Barr able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
25. Check 25.
61. Match.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 26 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And Brown only 5'10", but that doesn't mean he can't make spectacular one-handed grabs like that.
He does it all, doesn't he? No matter what you do with Antonio Brown trying to cover him, he finds a way to uncover even late in a route, and a one-handed catch is one way that he does it. Goes up, spears the football, hauls it in. Absolutely amazing. How much strength does that take? And you mentioned it, 5'10", the guys catch it one-handed don't have to be 6'3" or more. They can be Antonio Brown's height if they work at it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
But that's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Hey, Yr.2.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got it. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hey, Alpha.
Fresno.
Express.
To throw his car. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Switch. Kill.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.